And it is day 2 of U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio's India visit, and today Rubio is slated to hold talks with India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in New Delhi. The two sides are expected to discuss developments in the Iran war, its economic impact, especially on energy supplies, and the recent strain in ties due to U.S. tariffs on India. Well, Rubio and Jaishankar will then address the press, and later in the evening, Rubio will participate in the 250th U.S. Independence Day reception in New Delhi. Earlier, Rubio met Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Seva Tirth in New Delhi. According to a statement by the Prime Minister's office, Rubio briefed Modi on the sustained progress in India-U.S. bilateral cooperation. He also shared a U.S. perspective on various regional and global issues, including the situation in West Asia caused by the U.S.-Israeli war in Iran. Rubio also extended an invitation on Trump's behalf, inviting PM Modi to visit the White House.
It is this relationship between our two countries is at the cornerstone of our approach to the Indo-Pacific. It's the relationship between the president and the prime minister. It's a personal relationship that dates back to the first administration when the president had a chance to visit here, and it is carried over into this second administration, and you can just see the connection between them, and I think that's incredibly important. It is.
On Monday, Rubio will head to the cities of Jaipur and Agra. In Agra, he will tour the Taj Mahal, while his stop in Jaipur would feature sightseeing of the city's royal heritage palaces and vibrant markets. On Tuesday, Rubio will be attending the high-stakes Quad Foreign Ministers Summit, where India, U.S., Japan, and Australia are expected to discuss Indo-Pacific security and regional cooperation. All right, to give us more details on this, we're now being joined live by WION's Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibbu. He's joining us from New Delhi. Siddhant, of course, now we're looking at the meeting between the External Affairs Minister and, of course, Marco Rubio. What are we expecting to be on the theme, apart from, of course, West Asia seems to be, of course, the leading theme so far?
Well, the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is here in India, and today is a big day as he holds talks with the Indian External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. Now, on the table will be issues like technology partnership. ISET and trust-like initiative have created expectations of deepening of India-U.S. technology partnership. The big question is how much U.S. sees India as a trusted technology partner. Also, energy partnership, what will be the outcomes when it comes to long-term energy partnership and also critical minerals as well. For India, focus, of course, will be as to how India engages on energy cooperation, even as the Strait of Hormuz remains choked. But India has increased its import of the American LNG and crude oil. Of course, West Asia will be a dominating factor, even as overnight we have seen how DC has said that there could be possible agreement with Iran, with Donald Trump speaking to several leaders from the West Asian region. But it looks like, as of now, India-US relationship has more thorns than convergences. We have seen the Donald Trump administration basically rubbing the shoulders with those who are involved in terror attacks or supporting cross-border terrorism into India. There's also the big question over essentially how it sees the Indo-Pacific policy. We know that Quad Foreign Ministers meeting is going to take place on Tuesday, but will there be a Quad summit? That's the big question. Last year there was no Quad summit. Will there be a summit this year? Will Donald Trump travel to India? While the American side has extended invitation to the Indian side to travel to United States. The big question is, will Donald Trump travel to India? Because the Indian side has already extended invite to Donald Trump just last year. Now, focus also will be on essentially the war in Europe and other areas, because these conflicts, whether it's West Asia or whether it's the Europe war, it has major impact on the global south with escalation in food, fuel and fertilizer prices.
Well, apart from that, Siddhant, of course, we also had the Secretary of State also announcing the America First visa scheduling system. That was something which was, of course, making headlines yesterday. Tell us more about what that is and what are we going to be looking at going forward?
Well, yes, consular services is something that is essential part of the India-US relationship. There was announcement yesterday, including opening of a new consular section of the US Embassy, where the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio made his comments regarding India-US relationship. But again, in this aspect as well, there are more thorns given the fact that there have been racist comments coming from United States, including the US President Donald Trump endorsing a remark which of course is quite negative towards India. I will not dignify that remark by reiterating that remark, but this is something that everyone knows. Also, in terms of the immigration policy, we know that it has not only impacted, of course, illegal immigrants. India has always said that illegal immigrants should be sent back, and they have been sent back to India. But the skilled workers who have gone through legal processes have also been facing challenges as well. So there are, again, as I said, less convergences and more thorns in this relationship today.
Siddhant, of course, we'll be waiting and seeing what will be the outcome of the meeting between Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Jaishankar today. And let's see what happens in the Quad foreign ministers meet as well. We'll be coming back to you for that. Thank you so much for joining us.